What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another episode of the Self Spoken Podcast. I'm your host, Self Spoken Law, and I got my two co-hosts with me here today. OddwOrld, say what up,
What up? It's your boy OddwOrld.
and I got my guy Brotegé with me. Say what's good.
Soft-spoken podcast, nigga, like Soft-spoken podcast,
Like,
Yes, sir. What it do?
Not a
What
bad,
it do, friend?
not a bad introduction. Not a bad.
I ain't
introduction.
crying, bro.
Not bad.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Man, how my guys doing this weekend?
good, man. I've been busy, bro. With
Uh,
work, with just stuff. My brother's home now, helping my mom out. Just been super busy. But
Yeah.
it's good to be busy. You know,
Hell yeah.
it's not a bad thing.
to an
Not a bad
extent.
thing. To an extent. Yeah.
To an extent, indeed.
Yeah.
Phew. I've been a little busy too, cause worked 4 days straight. Had my off days. We did my off days. I'm like constantly moving around. So, but I had these 2 days off. Tried to chill the best way I could, and yeah, I'm here.
Yeah.
Disclaimer though, don't worry about this. Don't worry about the pimple, cause
You mentioned it. I don't know if anybody else got to say something.
I mean, but like it's like right there. So who wouldn't mention it? You know. So that's what I'm saying. Just don't worry about it too much.
It's because you're working so hard, bro. That's it.
I got a pimple.
All that
'cause I'm
stress.
working hard.
Putting
All
in
that
that work.
stress, yo.
Truthfully, that slavery is insane to me. But to each his own. How you been, bro?
I'm pretty alright. Yeah, I've been working obviously for years. I had to take a break for obvious reasons, but I just got back to work this week. I'm doing very, very short time at the moment, just trying to get back into the swing of things. But that's really it. Just been working. Oh, and happy belated to my guy Bliff. Shout out to my guy Bliff. His birthday was yesterday.
Yes, sir.
And we did a little something for his birthday, so yeah, shout out to my guy.
That's what's
Shouts
up,
out.
bro.
But yeah, not much else needed to be said. I guess we could just roll right into it.
Yeah.
Pharrell. This guy. I'm not gonna say too
Nice.
much right now, but Pharrell.
There's not many things that he touches that are not
Bangers,
just
right?
amazing, man.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, Pharrell released a song and video called Cash In Cash Out featuring 21 Savage and Tyler the Creator. He actually doesn't say anything on the song. He just produces it, and the beat is just ridiculous. But I guess we could talk about the song a little bit first, but mostly talk about the video. How you guys felt about just the song?
Song was good.
Mm-hmm.
Man, she's 21. He just went on there and dogged it. I ain't gonna lie. Like, what can I say? And then Tyler, I like his little introduction, his little flow, and you know how he kept it. Like he kept the same pace, but at a time like a calm pace as well. So you're gonna follow behind 21 and just
Mm-hmm.
yeah. So I enjoyed that. That was good.
Yeah.
It was definitely good.
Yeah, I think there's, like, if we want to talk about specifics in the song, like for the chorus, right? I think there's positives and negatives to it being as simple as it is. Just a repetition of cash in, cash out, right? Because that can get repetitive over a little bit. But at the same time, I already see this as something, like, in a mosh pit, like, it doesn't matter how many times you've heard this song. Like, you're getting wild to this
You're
song
gonna
in a
wild
mosh
out.
pit.
Yeah,
So
definitely.
I think the positives outweigh the negatives because this song is just ridiculous. Like the beat's
Yeah.
ridiculous. 21 snapped. Tyler is so good that it's just like when he's calm, it's like if you think of any other rapper doing what he did, it's like yo, that's pretty good for that rapper. But if Tyler does it, it's because it's Tyler. It's like damn, like
Tyler just
he just
messed it up.
it's like average. Like
he
average
did
is
his
good.
thing.
The
Yeah.
average is amazing from Tyler. So
Yeah.
I think I never would have seen this combo coming, but I'm
I was
happy
gonna
it
say
came.
that.
Shit
I
goes
was gonna
crazy.
say that. They're polar opposites when it
Yes.
comes to like rap music
Or
specifically.
their origins.
Like,
Yeah.
Tyler Creator, obviously, like he was just talking shit when he
Mhm.
first came out.
Skater,
Wow,
very skater,
Yeah.
very Cali.
But musically, he's gotten so much better
So diverse.
over the years. He's
Yeah.
gotten ridiculous. And 21 is just straight up talking shit in your face, like I'ma kill you, I got more money than you,
His
nigga.
gangster
Like,
shit, yeah.
their contrast is so nice, but
he literally, like, when he first came out, like, he was talking about where he lived all the time, like the block he lived on, all that shit. Like, he was like, yo, come find me, like, I am 20, like, I don't care.
So sometimes contrasts are bad, but in this case, contrast is good. They came together nice. 21, he was just talking this shit, and he had some lines on there, yo. My favorite line from him, he was like, "This is my method. I'm gonna leave you red man, and leave you how high." Something along there. I'm just paraphrasing, but that line was nice. That line was nice. And he had a few other
he was
like,
in his bag
nice
for
ones
this.
as well. Yeah, and this makes me just see how much 21 himself has improved.
Oh yeah.
Like just,
for
especially lyrically. Like, you know, he would just talk shit or whatever, but now he got some bars, yo.
Yeah.
Like, you can't doubt that. And Tyler, I wouldn't say he had too many crazy lines, but it's just his charisma, his flow, just the energy he was coming with. He was just so chilled and relaxed, and I really, really liked it.
His energy made, you know, that's what I'm saying. Like, he fed off of how 21 was. Jesus Christ. Jesus Christ. See, look at that. Now it's fun. So, yeah, his energy was like, you know, great. Like it hopped off of where 21 was going, how his direction was going, and then it just flowed. Tyler just flowed perfectly from how 21 was going, how 21 was sounding. You know, he was snapping, and then he snapped lightly. You know, so that's why I say like it was, they did it.
And that beat, yo, just. Bro, you know who produced this, so what else are you?
Right.
What else are you expecting other than amazing every
Right.
time,
bro?
Exactly.
And I think Pharrell, like 3 or 4 years ago, mastered the 808 and just like decided to go light on it in the songs that he created,
bass,
and then like some of the songs off the Pusha album, some of the songs that he's done with Tyler in the past, like Tyler's last album.
Call Me If You Get Lost.
This
right?
song,
Yeah.
I think this little grouping of shit that he's been doing has been insane. Like, so nasty. Every beat that he's making is nasty right now. I think he's sick of, like, I don't know. I think he just wants to let his shit out, let his shit go right now.
This beat is simple in tone, but like the bass just doom, doom, doom. That shit's crazy. This beat's just hard, bro. Yeah. And I like the hook. I know you said that the hook is very simple, and some people could get
tired of it at some
fast,
point.
but I like it. I like it. Not all hooks have to be extravagant, like saying a bunch of stuff.
Yeah, I agree.
I like this.
I think it fits. I think it fits on this song. I think it'll work in the environments that you play it, like, you know, where you play it.
Now the video, the most important part. Oh man, the video now. How are you feeling about the video itself?
The video confuses me, bro, because it looks so good. I know there's like a trick to it, but I don't know if it's like real stop motion or if they're messing with frames in like a digital, like a 3D, you know what I mean, like animation platform.
I know what you mean.
Yeah.
Whoever made this, yo, props, bro. If there's awards this year for music videos at all, this has to be a nomination.
Yeah, it gotta be on the list.
This is ridiculous.
It has to be on the list. And shit, to anybody who knows a lot about stop animation, has been behind the scenes of stop animation, you'd understand it, even if depending on, like, you know, because it definitely does look like there's a lot of stop animation in that. If you know how it is behind the scenes, you'd understand that video probably took the longest fucking time in history. Possibly.
Yeah.
Instead of, like, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I wouldn't be surprised.
For anyone that doesn't know what stop animation is, it's essentially you moving an object and basically taking a picture of it every time. So let's say like I was a toy, whatever. I do this, and I do this, and I do this.
Yeah.
That's 3 different shots. So just
like
one scene of a stop animation could take like your entire day.
Yeah.
Seriously.
Yeah, because frames, a human can perceive 17 frames per second, like at the lowest. And a lot of shows and stuff run at 20 frames per second. So think about that. That's 20 pictures you got to take, and that's just 1 second of film. So you take thousands of pictures. Like, to make this stuff. I don't know, man. This video is insane. And I think specifically with stop motion in this video, they had it on a carousel. So like, there's a lot of stop motion things. There's certain records you can get now that have patterns on it, so that when you play the record, like if you're staring at it, like it looks like the stuff in the picture's moving, because that's just how the human eye perceives it. The same thing with the carousel. Like the pieces you'll see in the video, they repeat their movements after a little bit. Like they'll do the same movement over and over again. And that's because the carousel's working at whatever, like the same amount of frames, which is cooler because like, I don't know, it just makes the video cooler that it's not just like an entire stop motion video. It's like you can see the whole carousel and you can see what's happening before and after what they're doing. You can see like into the past and the future. It's really crazy. I think this video is revolutionary.
I may agree with that. I'm not gonna lie. I may agree with that.
I think a lot of people are gonna have to step up their music video
it
game after this.
It was just so much going on in this. Sometimes when there's a lot going on, you're just like, this is too much. But it all meshed well. It just
like it made
well.
sense for it to, have a whole lot of things going on in the video. You're just like,
so there's two things that could happen when you have a lot of things just coming together. It could be very messy, or it could just be amazing. And this video is freaking amazing.
Yeah.
Like you gotta watch this video like at least 10 times to fully
See
appreciate
everything.
what's going on.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because you can miss some stuff. I probably missed some stuff. We watched it a little bit before recording and we probably missed some stuff.
That was like my third time watching it, and I'm still like...
That was my third too.
Yeah.
You see something
I watched it in the car.
Bro,
I watched it last night in the car.
If we want to talk about specific parts, like I think the camera angle that when Tyler's rapping and there's a camera angle on the hula hoop of the girl, and then the girl ends up being Tyler.
Yeah.
But that camera angle on the hula hoop, it's like going around. I don't know how do you do that?
Yeah.
Like what?
That blows
Seriously?
my mind.
I will not be surprised if Pharrell paid this man at least like 30-40K for this video. And I'm not even kidding.
Like
this is
for a little over
bro.
a quarter million.
Like even if it may not be just one person. Maybe it's multiple people.
Probably a team.
But you're
like,
talking
I was
about the
about to
stop
say
motion, the camera angle, all that stuff. Just it's disgustingly good.
Whew.
And I wouldn't be surprised if he gave him a stake in the song or the music video or something like that, to where he makes money based off. I wouldn't be surprised if he gave him a contract, is what I'm saying, for this music video. So like he makes money off he has a percent of the earnings. I would not be surprised.
That's
definitely
interesting.
I mean, you gotta think about it. That's his record too. So.
Right. Well, he's making money off the record.
Yeah, of course he's gonna make millions. I'm talking about like, having that the music video come together so perfectly that it was. I would definitely, if I'm in his predicament, I would definitely sign something to get a little bit of a percentage of that.
For sure.
Yeah.
I mean, and Pharrell doesn't need the money.
He don't.
Like,
he don't. But
he'd be like, all right, bro. Nah, but I think Pharrell went in with that idea. I think Pharrell knew that he was gonna have to pay these guys because of how ridiculous that was.
I don't know who would do that for free.
Right.
I'm
not talking about for free. I'm talking about I think they got
or for like a little set of cash.
Yeah, I think they're getting a lot of money.
Yeah, because I'm not gonna sit there and shoot frame for frames and you pay me like what, a penny's worth of money.
Nah,
I'm good.
I wonder how much.
I've never. You said you made stop motion before, correct?
I've done it for a year. It was fun, but it took quite some time. So I think I might still have the video, but that's like deep in the archives. I have to check.
I can't even imagine how much time you spent doing that.
Yeah.
That video probably took like several weeks. That's just if I could think. I'm
thinking like a half a year type shit. Like that's what I'm thinking. Like,
really?
Yeah, bro. Because they had to make all of those figurines too. Like they didn't just.
That is true. That makes sense.
And they had to make all the carousels and all the background things.
I was thinking about just the recording of the video itself.
Yeah,
but everything together.
Sense. Yeah.
That makes sense.
That would take quite some time.
Yeah, depending on because now we're going mad deep into it. We don't even know if it's the same studio that filmed it that made the figurines.
Yeah, that's true.
So, and if they did, props, bro.
Hella props.
But,
whew.
Now Pharrell, just want to talk about him for some time. You know what? I actually thought about this morning. I was like, I kind of want to talk about this. A Pharrell project, but not necessarily like an artist project, a producing project. Him like producing for other people. Like Metro
Like a
does
dude.
it a lot.
Yeah.
Like,
So-
like Metro, Khaled,
Mhm.
Yeah.
what's all of them? Yeah.
So, could this be some type of startup for it?
I hope so, bro.
I
Oh
ain't
my
gonna
goodness.
lie,
If there's one thing we need in summer of 2022, it's a Pharrell like beat based, like produced album. Again, you know, but like something with people like features like this on it, because
Mhm.
I get the Pusha, you know, he produced half the Pusha album, but he
Yeah.
really did stick to Pusha's style.
Mhm.
This, I think, it's his song. He was allowed to have how he want on it, and if you do that for a whole album, like what could he come up with? I can only
Yeah.
imagine.
Yeah, there's only so much you could take from that. Like, you know, you're gonna be working with artists who have a certain style, and then you're working with artists who might not have a certain style, want to work on your,
And they
you
can
know.
mesh to yours.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So you really, you know, you kind of get stuck. Like in my, well, I wouldn't say he would get stuck because he'll probably just, you know, create something that's beneficial for everybody.
Yeah.
But if he wants to take full control,
Right.
something tells me like he'll have a bit of an issue trying to get artists that'll be on the same, you know, same mindset as him. But then again, not. It would just really all have to see how it plays out and who would fit the criteria of the whole album, of his,
I think
of
that's
how
one
he
I think
thinks
that's
about
one
it
of
in his
Pharrell's-
album.
I think that's one of Pharrell's strengths, though.
Oh yeah,
Is being able to get people on albums and people to sound certain ways
Yeah.
on his
Mhm.
songs.
yeah.
He made Snoop Dogg sound completely fucking different than
Yo, he.
Mhm.
he had sounded before. Yeah.
I just want you to know you're my favorite girl.
Yeah. That
I'm
beat is
rolling
insane.
on and I'm rolling on and I'm rolling
Right.
best
Right.
cause I got it going on.
Right. Exactly.
Yeah, that yo.
So.
Yeah.
We're fanboying right now. Apologies,
Just a
y'all.
little, just a
And I
little.
think
Apologies.
also if he doesn't think somebody fits, I think Pharrell would be like, yeah. Sorry.
On to the
Or I'll
next.
go with
Yeah.
someone. I'll
Yeah,
go with
on
someone
to the
else.
next.
Oh man, a Pharrell produced project would go crazy. And the reason I enjoy either like producer albums where like a producer is in control of it, or like collabs, it's a lot of different artists coming together and just giving you different sounds. So I would love that. But to have a producer in Pharrell's type of quality, yo, that would like blow the internet, blow music media damn near. I would really, really like to hear that. Has he ever made a primarily producer project before? I don't believe so.
No, not that I can recall.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, maybe not by himself, but definitely with.
Neptunes?
Yes, I was gonna say.
That makes sense.
Oh,
Yeah.
Okay,
That makes sense.
And Nerd, isn't that another group he had?
I don't recall.
But I mean like in an individual Pharrell
No, I don't
produced
think- I don't
project.
think-
Yeah,
by
like just
himself.
him by exactly just him by himself.
Yeah.
I don't recall him doing that at all.
I would like that.
Shit,
I would
bro.
really, really like that. That would go crazy, bro.
Hey, speaking of that, just the topic of Pharrell, didn't he mention that he created a song that's gonna come out like in mad years or so?
Did he?
I remember
pretty
him
cool if
saying
he said-
something
that's
about
pretty
because
cool
I kept
little
seeing
thing he said that.
the advertisement. Like he said, "Oh, in 20 something."
Oh, I think I remember that. too.
Yeah, you know what I'm talking about, right? Yeah, in 20 something, he's gonna
2050 or 2070.
yeah somewhere along the lines of that. There's gonna be a song that's released at that time for him and
By him.
yeah by him that was produced by him and whatever by him, and he just I don't know something for the world to you know. So
Bro, who knows? Imagine music is fucking awful in 2070 and that song comes out and everybody's like, what have we been doing? Like, what? He might be the savior of the future.
I've never heard that.
really,
I've
it was
never
advertised
heard
a
that.
lot.
I've
I kept
never
seeing
heard
that fucking advertisement every single time I was on YouTube.
Yeah.
I was just like, why
So-
you gotta wait till that long? Why you can't do it now, sir?
So he
But-
just got a song tucked for several decades.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah, like he might be dead when it comes out.
Yeah.
Damn.
And it could be a single, like, or by himself. It could be a solo. Who knows?
Yeah, who knows what it would be.
I mean, music changes like every 5 to 10 years, so it'll probably be decades old, like sounding, but it might be new for those people.
Yeah.
For the 2070 people, they hear a song from like let's say Pharrell made it like 1997 or something. They listen to it in 2070. They're like, "Yo, this shit is fresh. It sounds crazy." That is interesting. Do we have anything else about Pharrell? That's really all I gotta say.
Yeah.
I just really would like a Pharrell produced project.
Yeah.
And now that I think about it, I would like to hear that 2070 record. But, we'll probably be dead by then. Anyway.
Hey.
God forbid.
I want to live to like 80 something at least.
Oh, yeah.
So, hopefully you do get to, we be like, oh, you hear this?
This is what music was back in the day. I don't know what
I
y'all young
will
folks
force my
don't.
children and my grandkids to listen to that song if it comes out.
I don't want to hear this, Granddad. I don't give a fuck.
Yeah,
You can listen to this right now.
Not even. That's too damn bad.
I don't care, bro. You listening to this,
Hell
this,
yeah,
this
bro.
100-year Pharrell song right now.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Record is crazy.
All right.
Next topic.
Next.
This one is very interesting.
This one will be very reactionary.
Yes.
Because we have to go through it a little. We're gonna go through it a little bit. But
So-
we.
Yeah,
No,
go ahead.
okay.
Go ahead.
We will be talking about a very interesting list. It's by a little company called Rolling Stone. I don't know if you ever heard of it. But they did the greatest 200 albums in hip hop history list. And some of the choices on that list were kind of... I don't want to talk bad until we go through them, because I saw some of them, not all of them specifically.
Yeah, I didn't see the whole list.
They were very interesting.
Yeah.
Some of them not in a good way.
Mm-hmm.
So, without further ado...
Yeah. So, the list is like 200 albums long. I'm just going to go to 40 to 1.
Yeah. So do you want to talk about 40 down or 1 up?
40 down.
Okay.
So, number 40 is The Chronic by Dr. Dre.
Yeah.
That one, I saw this a little bit before we started recording, and I damn near wanted to yell. Because The Chronic being at 40 is like absolutely insane.
Horrendously terrible.
I'm just gonna keep scrolling and just mention albums that stick out to me.
And we'll come back to The Chronic around later, because there's a point we can make about it later.
Sounds good.
Yeah.
Lil Wayne at the Carter 3 is 39. The Carter 3 is an amazing album.
Classic.
I'm not gonna lie.
Classic. That's had fucking Lollipop. All the
Mr. Officer.
Mrs. Officer. Yeah, a bunch of classics.
A Millie. Like,
bro, just a bunch of classics.
Bro.
And it's at
6 for 7
39. That's just, nah.
Is the next one?
6 for 7 foot is the Carter 4.
That's the next one?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not mad at that choice.
Is it better than the Chronic though?
No. But we already know that that's a really shitty choice.
Okay.
So, like,
This is interesting. Good Kid, Mad City is 38.
I ain't too pressed about that though.
Yeah.
I like that album. Yeah. I really like that album.
What the hell is this?
No, come on.
Only Built for Cuban Links is at 37? Do you know how good that album is, bro?
Wait. So
keep in mind, this.
Do you know how good that? Yo, bro. Me and my brother. This is one of our favorite albums ever, bro. This album is the best Wu-Tang Clan album.
Oh.
Like, out of all 9 of them, this is the best album. Seriously.
So here's my
It's
question.
better than them individually and together as a group. Seriously.
I agree. There's a bunch of albums we're about to talk about that I think that this album is better than. Here's my question: on a good list, where do you think it sits? In the general, give me like a 10. Like a 10, like 10 to 20, 20 to 30, 30
This
to 40.
is at least top 20.
Top 20.
Maybe
on
I'm
a good
just a
list.
fan
On a
of
list
it.
that's better than this.
Yes. Maybe I'm just a fan of it. Maybe I'm just a crazy fan. But just trying to think objectively, this album is
I
disgusting,
completely
bro.
understand why
Album's
you see
ridiculous.
it that way. I completely understand that.
We get it, of course.
Acid Rap is 36.
Wow.
Acid Rap is 36. There's what?
Wow.
What the fuck?
Acid Rap is not even an album.
It's like an EP,
It's a-
right?
yeah.
It's a mixtape.
It's a mixtape, yeah.
I'm gonna just keep
Okay,
going. I'm
that's
just keep going.
interesting.
Doggy Style is 35.
Ah,
Doggy
damn.
Style is 35. That is literally one of the best hip hop albums
Yeah, I fuck with
during
that.
that time period, bro.
I'm gonna just keep going. Chief Keef finally rich at 32.
Ooh.
Okay, here's what I'm gonna say. Chief Keef revolutionized rap.
Yes,
I'm not gonna lie. That
100%.
drill scene is disgusting.
100%.
Like how influential it is.
Yes.
It's
Yeah, that was the
the
first time we all
influence
ever
is
heard
insane.
of.
Influenced the
Drill.
SoundCloud rap
Yep.
phase 2.
Even like we really enjoyed New York drill, but
Chicago.
that sound started from Chicago.
Yeah.
But the 32nd best rap album of all time, Finally Rich. I don't know about that one. I don't know about that.
Okay, so
I would have to
in
go
that,
back and look through
All right,
it.
so in that perfect list, where would you put it?
One. I don't know.
Would you keep that? Would you put that in the top 20?
Is that in the top 50?
I don't even know. I doubt it. Like I like Cheap Keef. I like Cheap Keef.
I would
but
have to
I'm
go
just trying
back
yeah.
and listen to what songs are on that album. Because if it's
To
like...
actually solidify what you
Right,
think.
because if
Yeah.
it's like all of the songs, like, you know, I don't know, Don't Like, Love Sosa, like if it's all of those songs, then maybe it gets top 50.
Love
for me.
Sosa's on there.
Is the original Don't Like on there too?
I can't really remember right now. It was on one of his mixtapes.
Yeah.
Love Sosa was on one of his mixtapes also, but I guess he brought it back for the album.
I don't
I'm
know
not
about
sure.
top 30, whatever it is.
It's at 32.
35, 32. I don't know about that. But I appreciate its history and its, you know,
Mhm.
maybe that, I mean, I guess if you're talking about that quality.
Pink
of-
Friday.
But if you're talking about like,
What the fuck?
if you're talking about like impact on the
Yeah.
game, then maybe it makes top 40
Yeah,
in
maybe,
overall impact.
maybe.
But
Pink Friday, Nicki Minaj is at 31. I don't. I wouldn't be able to debate it too much because Nicki like revolutionized
Yeah.
like
Women,
women hip hop.
mm-hmm.
She did her thing, bro. Like forget women, just in general. Nicki's like one of the most influential rappers like out.
Right.
Period. So her being at 31, Pink Friday, I can't be too mad at it.
Yeah, I'm not. That's not the worst
Beastie
pick.
Boys. All Eyes on Me is at 29.
Yeah, I think that's his highest too,
Are you serious?
if I'm not mistaken.
Here's what I'm gonna say. All Eyes on Me is probably his most popular album, but Me Against the World is better than All Eyes on Me. Me Against the World is like
Me Against the
top
World was
20
like
to
it was
me.
like a personal.
Seriously.
It was
Right,
like a
right,
personal
right.
thing.
In terms of influence and quality. Right.
Yeah, that was like a whole. In all honesty, it was like a personal thing.
Yeah, yeah.
You
But
could literally solidify that.
I might be mistaken, but that might be his highest on this list if I can't remember. But I mean I
Like
can't
I
remember.
said, this is
But if I
this is a
remember
live
correctly.
reaction.
All Eyes on Me is great too. I just think Me Against
It's
the
a lot
World
more
is
mainstream
better.
for sure.
Yeah,
Yeah.
definitely. Let's just keep going. The infamous Mobb Deep 28. I'm not mad.
Nah, that's not the
I'm not
worst
mad.
pick. That's not the worst pick in the world. Although I know what's coming up, and I'm mad at that. But like on a good list, 28 is not the worst choice in the world for
Yeah.
that spot.
Okay,
Agreed.
you only scaring me, bro.
Aquemini, The Outkast at 27? This album is stupidly good. It's
So
27?
would you say? So would you say top 10?
This is top 20. This
So-
album is
so-
top 20.
Alright.
Call
top
that.
10.
Well, I know Outkast is coming up again.
You can make a debate for top 10, bro. This album is ridiculous.
Yeah. They're coming up
The
again.
reactions. The reaction is funny.
Outkast. Like Outkast is in the top 30 twice. So
Okay.
keep that in mind.
Interesting.
I can reasonable doubt Jay-Z at 26.
Wait, what?
Jay-Z is also in the top 30 twice.
What? Wait a minute, reason. What?
Okay. Here's what I'm gonna say. Jay-Z himself said that Reasonable Doubt is his best album, but I feel like Blueprint is a little better.
Wait,
Just
which
a-
one was supposed to
just
be
a
his
little
last
bit.
album?
Just
Hold
a
on.
little bit.
Wait, freeze. Which one was supposed to be his last album at that time?
Um,
Or
The Black
whatever.
Album.
The Black Album? Okay,
Yeah.
alright, never mind.
So
I'm thinking
you said it's
differently
you said it's a little bit better.
Yeah.
But keep that in mind.
Blueprint.
then. Reasonable.
Just keep that in mind as we go
Okay.
on. That you think it's a little bit better. Keep that in mind.
Okay. Marshall Mathers LP Eminem 25. Not too mad.
I
Yeah, I'm
was-
not
Do y'all
mad
think?
at that.
I was.
Do y'all think this album's better than the Slim Shady LP?
Nah. I personally don't think so. No,
I'm terrible with time. Which one came first?
the Slim Shady
Slim
LP.
Shady LP.
Okay, I like that one more.
I like
But
that
that's just
exactly.
personal preference.
That exactly.
Yeah.
It's personal preference, but I think that the Marshall Mathers LP was like,
Polished.
yeah, everybody was on that one. So
Yeah.
that's why I say that.
Okay.
You just got your shit, bro.
I'm out, yeah.
No, bro. I didn't even know what's going on. I just looked at his face.
I know.
I looked at your face.
At coming in at number
Please don't do this.
24, the Illmatic album.
Wow. My voice just cracked because of how I didn't take that well.
Oh my
My
god.
body did not accept
Can
that.
I please talk about this as a Nas fan?
Bro, you go ahead. You go ahead. That's all you.
If you don't think that Illmatic is the greatest rap album of all time, I'll hear what you're saying. I'll hear what you got to say to counteract that. It's no less than top 3. Seriously.
Top 3.
Seriously. If you don't want to say, oh, this is the greatest rap album of all time, alright, it's top 2 or top 3. It's number 2 or number 3, I mean. But to be in 20.
You gotta remember, this is coming from Rolling Stone, bro.
It's
That's
my,
why I'm not
it's
tripping.
my
My
number
blood
2.
pressure is just like...
It's my number 2
Is it number
of
2?
all time. Yeah, Illmatic is my number 2.
It's my number 0. That's how
Yeah.
much I love that shit. I'm gonna just keep going, right? I don't want to catch a heart attack. It's just...
UGK.
That's crazy. 20 what?
4. it finally dawned on him.
And number 16, bro. Which we get to number 16?
DMX, It's Dark and Hell is Hot 22. I'm not too mad. Not too mad.
On a correct list.
Yes.
I'm
Yes.
not too mad.
Yeah.
I like that album a lot.
The Drought 3, Lil Wayne 21.
See, that's interesting to me.
First of all,
Why
it's
is
not.
that shit
It's a mixtape, not an album.
That's
so
what
that's
I'm
number
saying.
1.
Oh,
But
okay.
people love this mixtape. People say this is Lil Wayne's best mixtape. My
Yeah.
personal favorite by Lil Wayne is No Ceilings, but a lot of people think this is his best. But is it better than the Carter 3?
Once again, I
You
think
gotta-
it's one of those
yeah.
things. It's like polish versus people's personal preferences.
Yeah,
Like,
and then, this is a mixtape, so we're.
It shouldn't even be on the list
Yeah, that's
in
what I'm
the
saying.
first
Like, I don't
place.
see why a mixtape is on this
Yeah.
list. We're talking about straight albums.
if they
but-
talk about influence, though, once again, like
I
this
mean,
influenced
yeah, but-
so much music from the South. What was he like, fucking 16 or 17 during this album, or 18, something like that?
No, this album came out in 2007.
Oh my god, I'm thinking about the completely wrong one. Which one had? Never mind. Which one had Fireman on it?
Oh,
that was the Carter 2. And he was 20 something at that time.
Okay.
Yeah.
I just remember him starting. I have my whole Lil Wayne. timeline
Future
fucked up.
DS2 at 20.
See, but we talk about influence now, right?
I guess,
But
but here's what
I
I'm
wouldn't
saying.
rate that as 20
I
though.
love this album, bro. I love DS2.
Yeah.
Like this is Future's best album to me.
Yeah.
This album is crazy. This album's a classic
As
to me.
much- it's crazy, 'cause
Seriously.
as much
This
as
album's
that
a
is-
classic.
As much as that is a classic, I don't know. I just couldn't rock with it. It's I don't say that it deserves 20 on this list per se, but
No.
teach his own.
I think it's revolutionary. I think that
Yeah, of
album
course.
changed a lot.
Yeah, hell yeah, cause yeah, that's Lil Kim. But yeah, like it definitely changed. It just. Whew.
Kanye West Yeezus at 17.
Wait, hold on.
Yeezus
Hold
is
on.
better than
Hold the fuck on.
Yeezus is.
Mad Villainy is under Yeezus. Look at the audio.
Yeezus is better than Late Registration. Are you serious?
Look,
Are you serious?
Bro,
Are you
Yeezus,
serious?
I don't know.
Bro,
I think-
Yeezus was not that good of an album. Sorry. I
liked
think
it.
Yeezus
It
was that good of an
had its
album.
scratches. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, it had a few
But
scratches.
Yeezus
It was
good.
not that good of an
better
album.
than Late Registration. Are
No.
you serious?
That's OD. That's OD.
Bro,
Late
I don't
Registration
even
is
think-
actually valid.
I actually like Pablo more than I like Yeezus.
You like The Life of Pablo?
I like Pablo more than I like
You
Yeezus.
don't like-
I'm sorry.
you
When
like-
that came out, I couldn't stand in that shit.
When
I'm
it came
sorry.
out,
You bugging,
bro,
you
go
bugging.
listen to it again.
bro.
Go listen to it
Bro,
again,
I listened
bro.
to it twice. I'm not listening to it again, bro.
Go
I'm
listen to it
sorry.
again.
I
I'm
could
telling
not
you.
listen to it.
I'm telling you.
I couldn't, bro.
I'd rather
I could
listen
not
to
do
that
it, bro.
than
Nah,
Yeezus.
see,
I like
this will be a
Yeezus,
whole.
too.
This will be a discussion for another time. That
Yeah.
album aged like fine wine, bro. You go back and
Yeah,
listen to that album with the
right,
standards we
right.
have today, like fine wine.
I don't know. I just couldn't do it.
This is the one
Oh,
that
this
I
is-
saw and people are going crazy over. Invasion of Privacy. Cardi B is at 16.
Oh nah, this is what. See, this is where the whole shit fell apart for me, bro. This is where the whole thing fell apart.
Okay. Cardi B came out of nowhere, yo.
If
She really came up, and a lot of people weren't expecting her to. Even her closest people were like, I don't know about
Yeah.
you making music or whatever.
Bell
Because she
Kelly's-
was a dancer first.
Yeah,
People were like,
she
yeah,
went
just
from
do your
shaking
dancing
ass to
thing.
shaking rap.
But now, this album,
Yeah.
this album broke a lot of records. I believe
Yeah.
it did a lot charting wise.
right,
But just as an overall album, number 16 it's better than Late Registration.
Like, bro,
it's better
like,
better than Illmatic.
I'm sorry.
Like,
I don't listen to
I'm not
Cardi
taking
B.
this-
I
don't
can't tell you that I've listened to this whole album more than once. I can't tell you that, right? But I can tell you that there's an album. It's called Illmatic, right?
came out in 1994.
Yeah, and it was listed at 24.
Versus
On this
at
list.
16.
And Cardi B was listed at 16. Bro,
That's what-
Mobb Deep is behind them. Mad Villain is behind them. Like, we could talk about the 3 songs right behind that, and talk about how all 3 of the 3 albums right behind that. Talk about how they all deserve to be in front of that. But
I can't take this
But
list
I
serious.
also
That's why
don't listen to Cardi
I'm
B.
keeping
Like, I don't
my
know.
composure.
Right. I mean, I don't know if I'm a girl and I'm just like and I'm listening to rap and I'm just like, damn, like I can't identify with any of this. And then Cardi B comes out and now I'm just like, this is
What rap is?
exactly. Like
That's-
that could be the perspective they're going with, maybe.
That's little girl behavior, bro.
But I was gonna say, is it excusable? No.
Hell no.
Nah, bro.
Not in this
That's
case
just
to
all
me.
favoritism.
Nah.
That's when the favoritism comes into play.
One thing I'm gonna say is her come up is crazy.
Yes.
Of
course.
Just all the records.
You
she
can't
broke in
deny the
charts.
impact.
Bro,
You can't
from
deny the
shaking
impact.
ass
Yeah.
to shaking rap. Come on.
Yes. Dude, I could listen to somebody argue about this album being top 50 all time. Maybe. I could listen to that argument. I won't agree with it,
But you could.
but
bear
I
with
could
it.
I could bear with that. I could
Yeah.
listen to it, right?
But it's top 20.
16?
16 is insane,
Oh
bro.
my god, bro.
Can we please
That's
keep going, please?
disrespectful.
I just can't.
That's
This is
disrespectful.
Eric B and Rakim Paid in Full, 15. I'm not too mad. Like
I'm
you
not
keep
mad.
saying, at a good list.
On a good list,
At a
I'm not
good
mad.
list.
Yeah.
This album's crazy.
Yeah.
That was fucking
Keep
insane.
going. Supreme
That's
Clientele,
Ghostface?
Ghostface at 14.
Oh, wow.
I really like this album. I don't think, like I said, bro.
You don't think it's
Cuban-
above any of the Wu-Tang stuff?
Cuban Links is the best Wu-Tang
Album
best
by far.
like individually
Without-
and
yeah,
together, bro.
Yeah.
Them
The
separated
album
or
is
coming
ridiculous
together.
to me.
Okay.
Yeah. I
But-
can see that.
And he says it's better than Enter the Wu-Tang and all that shit, basically.
Yeah. 36
Respectfully.
Chambers.
What number are we on?
That was
14.
14.
Okay.
Dr. Dre 2001
Yeah,
is 13.
There you go.
That's
stupid.
better than the Chronic. Okay. Let's keep going. Let's keep
So
going.
no,
You wanna
we were
say
talking about
something?
just swap those two,
Yeah,
and I
swap-
think
yeah,
I
if
think
you
you have
swap
the
them,
right.
it'll be
I think
a
you put
better-
the Chronic at 13. I think you put 01 at 40. I'm happy with that.
Yeah.
On a good list, obviously.
Let's keep going.
Just like star, put a star after everything I say
Close.
on a good
Lord
list.
willing. Oh,
Yeah.
I mean,
They're
I
at
never-
12.
What?
Clips. Lord willing.
Okay, that's respect to Clips, at 12. But I don't know if they deserve.
I only give it one listen, so You know, I can't say nothing.
Take Care by Drake is at 11. Yo, bro. And again,
Wait a minute. Huh?
When we're reacting to this, we're not disrespecting the album or the artist. I just want people to understand that.
Right.
But to be at 11, bro.
I don't know if that's not my favorite one. My favorite one is the one where he's like there's a child on the cover and it's like a sky. In the background.
Fuck.
There's the one after that.
Nothing was the same. Nothing was the same. There you go.
Yeah.
You like Nothing Was the Same better than Take Care?
Yeah, Take Care is better to me.
That's what I think. I personally think Take Care is better.
You can swap them, but they're like they're like neck and neck to me.
I think
Nothing
I just
Was
like
the
it.
Same was really, really great.
I like it because of like the production. I mean, the production on both is insane.
Yeah.
But like, I just think I don't know.
It's
just my preference.
You know what's crazy though? They're now saying Views is better than this.
Anyway.
Thank you, bro.
What's the album that just was white with the writing on it?
That was a mixtape.
That's one of his best.
I was gonna say I thought that mixtape was better than Views.
Hell yeah! What the hell?
I agree.
I don't know why.
Number 10, Lauryn Hill,
shit.
The Miseducation, Lauryn Hill. I'm not mad.
I like that.
At a proper list.
Top 10, yeah.
Top 10, I like it.
Yeah, that works in proper list.
A Tribe Called Quest.
Number 9.
Yo, yes.
I'm not mad at
Bro,
that.
I almost wore the Tribes. I have the Tribe Van collab, but I almost wore the Tribes for this episode.
I'll cry. Yeah, no.
They deserve that. They really deserve that.
Enter the Wu-Tang Clan. 36
I can accept that, bro.
Number 8, I can accept it. But just in my opinion,
Cuban
Links is better.
I think because of the history of this album.
I agree. Yeah. I agree. So I'm not mad at it being before. And top 8, I can't complain about that.
Top 10?
What?
Top 10?
It's 8th.
I know it's 8th, but you said top 8.
Oh, top 10. Yeah.
I was like, wait, hold up. Missy Elliott? Missy's so addictive.
Was that did
why you say it like that?
Did Timbaland produce that?
I will assume so. But here's my thing. Missy revolutionized rap, especially with her music videos, bro. Ridiculous. But to be at 7, this video is getting long.
So do you think Missy Elliott is above Lauryn Hill?
Oh no.
There you go. That's the answer to your question right there.
My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy. Kanye at 6. I'm not entirely mad, but
people
6 is high.
People consider that his greatest album. A lot of people do consider that his greatest album.
I may agree.
My favorite song is on that album, which is the one with Rick Ross.
Devil in a New Dress.
Yes, Devil in a New Dress.
One of his greatest songs on one of his greatest albums.
Rick Ross, I think Rick Ross's best feature. Like, I think it's his best feature in general, Rick Ross.
I agree. 6, I'm not sure if I'll put it this high.
I wouldn't put it 6.
I'm not mad. I'm not mad.
Definitely wouldn't put it 6.
I'm not mad. This album's amazing. To Pimp a Butterfly at 5, I'm not mad at all.
At number 5, though?
Oh, yeah. That's good. I like that.
To Pimp a Butterfly is...
No. Exactly. That's good.
Bro,
That's good.
Yeah.
Man... To Pimp a Butterfly is one of those albums you listen to now. It also fucking aged like fine wine to me, bro.
Oh, hell yeah.
Like, it just got better. Every year after that album got better.
Mm-hmm.
If these walls could talk, nigga, what?
King Kunta.
Come on.
Just
all right, come on.
Oh, yeah, All Right is insane.
It takes a nation of millions to hold us back. Public Enemy at 4.
Wow.
I'm not mad at all.
I'm not mad. I'm actually surprised that they grabbed Public Enemy and put him at 4. I'm like surprised. Like the history behind that album is insane. So I understand.
Yes, Blueprint, Jay-Z, number 3.
There you go. So remember you say you thought it was a little bit better.
They made it way
fuck
better.
That. It's number 3.
That's not even bad. But wait. Come on. What kind of gets me is that they put this over Illmatic, though. That's kind of wild to me that they put that at number 3 and Illmatic is all the way at 24.
I think the only thing you could argue, I think Illmatic's the better album in terms of listenability, blah, 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 all this stuff, skill, all this stuff. But P.E.'s, like... influence on the public and their like anti, like they were like kind of the NWA of the like non-West Coast, like more East Coast NWA in that sense of movement.
Mm-hmm.
So I could respect that spot.
Yeah.
Although, I think Illmatic is still my number 2. But
what's their number 1?
It's their number 1 actually.
Oh, okay. We're gonna get into that. Stankonia, Outkast number 2. Not
so
mad
there
at
you go.
all.
There you go.
Well, I'm not sure if it's the second greatest rap album of all time.
Right. Well,
but it has a lot of popularity, a lot of classics.
Yes. Every single Outkast album sounds completely fucking different. So like I could understand why you could argue for any of them being their best, because any of them could be your preference.
All I know for sure, to me anyway, the 2 best is Stankonia and Equipment Eye, to me.
Yeah. Yeah.
And number 1, Ready to Die, Notorious Big. B.I.G.
That's
Notorious B.I.G.
I know a lot of people are gonna say that's very debatable, especially in the rap game. A lot of people can say that's very debatable.
East Coast people are gonna
say that. Yeah, they're gonna say that's
this album top 5. This album top 5.
No, I'm saying non-East Coast people are gonna say it's debatable.
Crazy.
But come on, but I
ain't
mad at it,
bro.
I ain't that mad at it.
I forgot what the song list was. I went back and looked at the song list after I saw this list. I was like, oh, yeah. I was like, I knew I had this album at number 1 for some reason. The song list is fucking insane on this album, bro. One More Chance, Big Papa,
Suicidal Thoughts.
Yes, bro.
Big Papa, Juicy.
Yeah, Juicy.
Wait, and they have Niggas Bleed on there too, right? Or was it
No, that was Life After. That was Life After. That's my favorite Big song.
Yeah.
Niggas Bleed.
And
okay. You could go ahead. I was gonna say something.
The Funk. What is it? Live for the Funk.
I love for the funk.
I die for the funk. That shit's on this album.
Yeah.
This album is crazy.
So I'm not mad. It's my top. I would say it's top 5. I wouldn't put it at 1. Yeah. But if you think this is the best rap album ever, I'm not mad.
Yeah.
Okay, so I got a couple questions.
All right.
I'm not gonna ask how we feel about the list because I know we're all outraged.
Mm-hmm.
That's why I'm not taking this serious. This is Rolling Stone.
Yeah, we're having fun. I'm having fun doing it. I don't know about you guys.
I'm laughing.
Yeah,
I'm laughing and getting angry. Like,
yeah, I understand your frustration.
It's alternating
because
between mad and
not taking it serious at all.
Okay, so here's what I would ask. Rolling Stone started because of obviously the actual rock group, the Rolling Stones. That's what I assume anyway. So they started out reviewing rock music.
And rock bands and performances.
So do you feel like they deserve to even make a list like this, knowing that their origins were for rock?
I think in the context of how the other hip-hop entertainment brands and stuff report, I think this isn't the worst in the world. Because I know that if XXL made a list, there would be some bullshit on there too. Like, I already know. Or Hip Hop DX, any of those other, any of those other media companies. But, like, Rolling Stone has grown to a multimedia form. Like, it is not just rock. If anything, it is less rock than it is anything else now. I don't know if this list, if you told me, like, yeah, Rolling Stone came out with a list, like, I think we were texting about this. If you told me Rolling Stone came out with a list, I wouldn't be like, oh, nah, this determines everything. Like, no, I would never be like that. Like, but even if XXL, what I'm saying is XXL or all, Billboard, if any of these other companies also did that, I also wouldn't be like, this is the end all be all list. Like, this is the greatest hip hop list of all time.
Yeah.
I think you would have to get, like, a coalition of rappers and producers and all that stuff and have them make the list.
Their own top tier list. Yeah.
That would be a list that I trust.
Now, would it be like a list of theirs individually, or you're talking about just them coming together as one and putting down, okay, all right.
Yeah, like a tally system. Like, if this, if this song gets X amount of votes, then it's
and then that's where it is. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. I feel like that's what they, I don't know. Something tells me they didn't do that, but whatever. And I feel like...
Do you think they deserve to make a rap list like this? With those origins of rock?
Rolling Stones specifically?
Yes and no. Yes and no. Because, well, I'm going to say yes due to the fact that hip-hop is a music genre.
Mm-hmm.
And even though that's not where they started, you know, in the first place, they started off with rock
music.
And stuff. It just, just that type of music. Nonetheless, hip hop has become a wide selection for a lot of people. Like, it's finally, I ain't gonna lie, nowadays, like from how I say maybe 2015 to now, I feel like hip hop has gotten way more respect and bumped up to where it should be.
Mm-hmm.
You know, rather how they used to. I wish they gave it more credit back then, but you know.
Yeah.
But nowadays, like, hip hop is being taken way more serious to the eyes of a lot of people than, you know, it was. So to say yes, it would be like, yeah, they fit in that description because everybody, including them, is now giving hip hop the props. And I guess it's best that they do, you know. Yo, what's going on today, bro? What the fuck is going on? What is going on? Anyway, I'll move on from that. So, yeah, like I say that yes, they deserve to, you know, be in this predicament, make their list, shed their opinion and whatnot. But I must say no as well because it feels like they don't have a critique mindset in hip hop like how everybody else does. Because they did start out with rock, so even though, you know, you have a thing where rock and hip hop can come together or be aligned with each other, etc. At the end of the day, they're still separate genres, and y'all focused mainly on that particular genre more so than you ever did in hip hop. So I feel like why even bother trying to, you know, work well with hip hop and then just not even, like, you know, not take a full on in-depth listen to a lot of albums in hip hop and, you know, have more people rather than your own base. It feels like it was their own base that just decided, hey, this is where this album goes and this is where that album goes. It doesn't feel like they listen to that many people. So I don't like, I'm very borderline with it. I'm very 50-50 with it, you know. Yeah. Like, what's the name? M has said it like, oh, they gave him a 2.5 out of 5, but that's what Rolling Stone does to a lot of hip hop artists. Like, they feel as if you know, hip hop, like, there is more favoritism, and you know that's fine because that's hip hop, and everybody's allowed to have favoritism in that aspect. But
objectively, though, Eminem, like, what album was it?
That was Music to Be Murdered By. No, he said it in Music to Be Murdered By. He
so
said
probably
that they gave him
an earlier album.
Yeah, exactly.
None of Eminem's early albums deserve a 2.5, bro.
No.
Yeah.
Just being objective.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, I like Eminem, but forget the fact that I like him. No album deserves a 2.5, bro.
So I have a question for you guys.
Okay.
Unless did you want to go with your point on that question too?
I was just gonna say something real quick. The first time I saw this list, I said that the entire staff needed to be fired immediately. But I feel like this list was made like this because, well, first of all, the origins, like I said, are from rock, but you can divulge into other genres, like you said. But I feel like they probably still were just either still had people that only indulge in rock, or they just haven't had the right people that they were hiring to help with this list in the first place.
Right.
So unless you have real people that are studying hip hop and understand hip hop, have been listening to hip hop since they were young, and can be objective about certain things, and you're hiring them, if you don't have those type of people, then don't make a list like this in the first place. Mm-hmm. Like, this list is like actually disgusting.
Yeah.
It's pretty dookie.
So here's my question. The easy question I could have asked you guys right now is, do you think another company could have done this list better? I think the answer is yes. Straight up. So I want to ask you a question that is not as easy to answer. Do you think these 90s hits and these older songs would be found, these not as well-known songs in the newer generation or albums, do you think that they would be found as high on the list in those other lists? If another company made it, like if Double XL made
a newer company,
right? Like if Double XL made a top 200 list, you think you'd be finding these 90s songs in as high as they are?
I mean, Double XL has been around for several decades, so I believe yes. But a newer company, maybe no.
I know Billboard would not be able to do it. I'm not talking about.
Billboard's top 100.
My thing is though, like, you have to look back. I'm not saying you have to listen at every single album in your top 200 list in order to make a top 200 list in the first place. But you have to look at what other people are saying, like what older people are saying and what newer people are saying. Like that Public Enemy album, I've seen that on multiple lists. And if you want to be honest, I haven't heard that album. Not to say I never will. I plan on listening to it. I haven't heard it, but I've seen it like top 10 in multiple lists. So I'm like, okay, so if I ever make a list, I have to put this album there just because of what I've heard people say about it. A newer magazine, a newer company would not put those albums in there, but fuck those newer.
Yeah.
It's more so about the guys who've been here for, as far as everything had really started. So
yeah,
like hip hop was, something that took place in the 70s and, escalate to now. So it's like,
you gotta look at all that.
Why would I choose niggas like Billboard to, go all the way back when really they're more so of the mainstream and new age stuff?
Yeah, TLDR, no company would ever make the list as good as if everybody just got together. Like if all the people from history and rap just got together and made the list themselves.
Yeah.
I don't think any media company could make a list that everybody would be happy with.
Yeah. I mean, there's 7-8 billion people. You can't find a list that all 8 billion people would like.
200 songs in the history of
a
genre.
Like, it's crazy.
I wonder how the list would look if we were just talking about hits, though. Like, hit songs.
What do you mean, like singles? Or just singles, like a song individually?
No, singles that actually... Well...
Like a song from an album individually? Like just best hits?
Yeah,
I guess you said hits was the best word.
Nonetheless, like a hit song. I really wonder how different this list would play out.
I think you would see a lot of repetition of artists in the top 200.
I agree.
Because that's the reasoning for, like, let's say, for Ready to Die being number one is because he probably would have 5 songs in the top 20. Like on that list.
There's a question I wanted to ask you guys. So a lot of people were saying that Rolling Stone did this just to get people mad intentionally. Like they just wanted to spark a conversation. That's why they made the list this insane in the first place.
That's crazy.
Do you think that's the case? Like they really made this list just for people to talk about? Like we're talking about it because this list is crazy. But is that what they wanted? You think?
I don't think it's the main intention. I don't think that's ever the main intention. But I don't think they hate it when people are like up in arms about their choices. I think that gets them more views. Bro, I can't remember really the last time I actually went to a news source's website to actually check on the news, other than do stuff for the show. But like, I went out of my way to go to Rolling Stone's website and go and look at the list. You know what I mean? Like, they're pulling revenue to that page solely by just releasing like a top 200 list. Like, I think it was a business decision alongside, But do I think it was the only reason? No, I think they wanted to release this list. I think some execs genuinely thought it was a good list.
Insanity.
And they're gonna be like, "Oh, we know people are gonna talk shit about it. Like, it's okay. Like, just don't even worry about it." Meanwhile, they have no clue.
No clue at all.
They have no idea, but I don't think they care either. So
yeah, Josh.
It's like 3:00. Wow. Sorry. I'm sorry. What was the question? I got lost in what he was saying.
Do you feel like Rolling Stone released this article just
to make people upset?
Yeah.
No. I don't know why, but no, I don't feel it. I feel like this is what their genuine ideas and feelings of were the top 200. So they're like,
Yeah.
this is us. This is our opinion.
Yeah.
You know, whether you like it or not, this is our opinion. This is what we think was, you know, the greatest albums possible, and you know, we're just gonna go with it. So no, I didn't think they genuinely decided to piss people off. They're just going off of their own knowledge and what they really assumed was the best albums possible. I don't. But as far as saying like, oh, they, you know, wanted to piss people off, nah, I don't think so. I don't think so.
I think it's a blend of both. I think they really had confidence in this article, but I also think they would make at least a couple of slots and be like, oh, people might be mad about this, but hey, that's gonna spark a conversation about us. We're probably doing exactly what they want. Have videos, have discussions, have a bunch of clicks on their website.
Right. But that also it's really interesting how it works because it benefits them obviously, but it also benefits us because this is a topic that people will be like, oh, like this shit was stupid. I want to hear somebody talk about it. You know what I mean? Like it benefits. It benefits both sides, but it really is up to whether or not you think they're smart enough to do it on purpose. Because some people would argue that they're just like dumb and genuinely think.
Well, you are dumb if you think Illmatic is the 24th best rap album ever. You are dumb. I'm sorry. Wrong, you are dumb.
You know, teach his own.
I mean, I don't know. It's just 50-50 for me. But if you genuinely, like, fully 100%, I feel like this list is good. Like, I really have confidence in this list. If you make something like this, like, you deserve to get fired. Don't ever do any type of media again. Don't don't ever do a list like this. Don't even have conversations with your friends about hip hop. Don't even listen to hip hop.
Please don't put this on your resume if you're looking for another job in the industry.
No, don't sit here and say I was a part of the.
To go back to college for another career, bro. Like, no.
Damn.
Yeah, I was the one that, helped create the list for Rolling Stone. Oh, really? I don't think we're gonna.
Shit is gone.
As soon as you exit the building, I'm sorry, but we are not hiring anymore at this moment.
Yeah.
Yo, have you ever applied for a job and then like you leave your interview and 10 minutes later you get an email saying they're not hiring you? That shit happened to me. That shit broke my heart.
Bro.
That's what they deserve. Like, they deserve an email 2 minutes after they leave the interview.
Yeah.
If they say, hey, we helped Rolling Stone with this article.
Yeah.
This list is disgusting.
Yeah, it's Rolling Stone. I don't take them serious at all.
One last thing before we get out of here real quick. Just a little update on Migos. I wanted to mention this specifically because we said in the last video
that we would share,
we would share more information about what's going on with them.
We wouldn't want to wait till season 3.
Nah,
so it was nice that they did something literally the next episode that we're recording.
Yeah.
So they were supposed to record for They were supposed to perform for Governor's Ball this summer, but they dropped out. So that further aided the beef and
or whatever is going on.
Yeah. So does this guys make you feel like, okay, this actually is official? Like, I know we were thinking like, is it real? Is it marketing? But now does this make it seem like, okay, this is an actual issue now, for real?
So I know for sure that they've probably had, I just said I know and then probably. But they've probably had this date scheduled for a while now. And that's the thing about artists, especially huge artists like that. Yeah. They have to get that info in months beforehand.
Right.
Yeah.
So stuff could have been happening, and they still could have scheduled this. It just been like their manager or their managing team scheduled it, whatever. Just because they expected it to happen, whatever. Mm-hmm. But I think it's not uncommon for an artist to cancel. I think it's fairly uncommon for them to cancel like this late into how close the show is. But I also think it's fairly obvious that this whole beef thing, or not, yeah, this whole beef thing, or just I guess discontinuance for the time, or like whatever break they're taking right now, that is the reasoning for them canceling this.
Yeah.
But from each other, this is still kind of insane. This does further, like you said, this does further, give us reason to believe that they are not incoherent with each other right now. And but for me, it still just raises questions like, why? I still just can't say nothing or give a further on opinion on like anything unless I know the true reason of why they're not banging with each other. Like I just gotta know why. I gotta know why. I can't do nothing else unless I know why. That's just me.
It definitely makes you think, okay, this might be an actual issue, but it does make sense at the same time, because if they're making music separately, then you can't have a performance like next month or the next 2 months. It doesn't make sense.
If two of them just came out with a song, not all three of them.
Yeah.
Because that's what just happened. It was Quavo and Takeoff.
So it makes sense that the performance is getting canceled.
Uncle Neff is crazy.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Anything else? Because I didn't want to talk about this for too long, but
no. I mean, I think we covered most of this topic. Pretty much the update. If anything happens next week,
we'll just give
throw
it
throw it at the end. Send to the next episode too.
Yeah. So, fuck it.
I guess we are done, y'all.
We're done.
As always, if you made it this far, thank you so much. Really appreciate the love.
Y'all some real niggas, bro.
For real. Drop.
Just listen to us fucking talk about rap.
Yeah. Drop a comment. Give us a like. Hit the subscribe button.
Turn on that notification, bro.
Yeah. Slap the bell.
Follow us individually.
Follow
and
the
on
Instas.
And follow all of the
group
Instas
as
and
well.
the group together as one. Tell your friends about it.
All that stuff is in the description, of course.
And enjoy your week, whatever you're doing right now while you're listening to this. I hope you got it done,
Hope you're working out while doing it. Being productive while listening to this,
Yeah. Or don't, or just chill, either way.
Have a big ass sandwich.
Yeah, right.
Nice little
whatever you
little
need to
drink.
do. Thank you for making it. Whatever you needed to get through this episode, thank you.
So realest people on there.
Alrighty. My guy OddwOrld.
It's been your boy OddwOrld.
My guy Brotegé.
My guys.
Alrighty. I'm Self-Spoken Law, and this is the Self-Spoken Podcast, and we are out. Deuces.
Peace.
I got what you need, I got what you like. Wanna take a flight, we'll be there tonight. Henny with the ice, got me feeling nice. Heard you got a man, he don't treat you right. Well, leave that nigga when you gonna come and fuck with me. Let's get this money, or you keeping it above.